Okay, welcome to the black screen. Haha, there we go. What's going on, everybody? We're back. We're back. I told you guys, we just ended an out of war stream. Now we are back. Some more gold mining simulator. Pick up off where we left off yesterday and digging and playing on this save and getting ready to. Well, we just did a clean out last night, and well, it's kind of dismal, but that's all right because we're just digging in some of the corner edge pay of the claim. Kind of dinking around with that. I need to put the mats back in. I had to pull this set because something got to clean them or not. I don't know if anybody messaged me about that or not, but yeah, we ended up pull them all. So let's go ahead and get the mats back in and get everything rolling. We got Yark out here. You guys were chatting a little while ago. Make sure you guys come to the chat. I think you guys got sent over. Should if you were watching the other stream, you might have got you're like, what am I watching now all of a sudden? What happened? Yeah. That's because we can redirect you guys to another stream. So that's what we do here. And not do what I did yesterday, which was accidentally just turn Dopey's stream off. I'm followed over here. it just sent you on over. Hopefully everything worked. Hopefully the redirect works. Sometimes people have told me sometimes it doesn't send them over, so that's kind of a bummer that sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. So but yeah, we're just playing and hanging out and chatting, and just figuring out what we're gonna do with the game. What do I want to do? And I'm still on the fence with that. Well, we're gonna coast it down. So, oh. 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 Okay. One thing that you said you wanted me to do is one thing you guys said right off the bat is you said, Split, we don't care about this save and you should just change it to, change the cycle, right? Oh yeah, we're on easy mode. That's why it was. So you guys said you don't care and you want it on 1x because you're tired of seeing the darkness, right? I agree. One of the worst things, it's not the worst. But you know, it's not the worst, but it's kind of like, it's a little bit of a pain. You guys want to see the game. You don't want to see darkness. We're just playing Orange Beast, promoting Orange Beast, things like that, right? So you don't really care that much. So yeah. There we go. I was like, what's going on? Hidden in-betweens. Let me get these mats in here real quick. Okay. Do I use multi-stream? Like restream and stuff like that? No. All mining is done through, what's it called? Just plugins and stuff like that with OBS. I don't like all those extra programs and stuff like that because they all have their own issues and lag and latency. So, like restream is like horribly delayed, like between the chats and everything like that. So that's no, thank you. I have monitors. I can just throw. Like I have my YouTube chat and I have my Twitch chat and on different monitors and stuff. So see all the notifications and stuff like that. And oh, I'm not sure what the plugin's called. Right off the hop. Not positive. It's been a while since I got it and set it all up, and I had to change some of the coding for it to work because it was like having issues. It was giving me issues because I pushed so much data to YouTube versus thing, and it was messing up the transcoding for Twitch. So I had to change a little bit of a couple things, but yeah, the darkness can make it very hard for the viewers. I 100% agree. That's one thing I really like about certain games that are not brutally dark, is that it's just difficult to see the game, and you guys took like, I'm like, oh yeah, over here, and all you see is a tail light. It's like, yeah, no, nope. So I wish I had more information for you, but I'm just a bad streamer. I try not to go over streaming stuff, like the details and stuff on my, there's a billion channels that go over a billion things, and I'm not, that's not me. I don't go to deep stuff normally because most people don't care about it because they're not streamers. So YouTubers or whatever. Hey, John, what's up, man? Get this thing going. Let's get moved into here. Make sure everything's fueled up for the day. Do our little daily check on everything. I think we're all in, except for I got to put my grates in now. They're up here on top of the sluice box. Oops. Okay, we're all back in place. 1% ahead. My workers are probably going to faint and die because, well, apparently they are always having heat strokes and stuff, so I don't know what's going on there. A little bit excessive compared to what I've normally been on, but hey, whatever. Apparently they just want to heal over on me. Oh, that's right. I coasted all the way down here. I actually gotta fill my truck up. Oh man, rip. Yeah, today is the start of Dig-tember, guys, on the channel. We're doing Dig-tember, so today was fitting for me to do digging games. So yeah, we're running. We ran out of ore today, and then I'm gonna play a little bit of GMS before I gotta go to work. So I finish off the day and kind of relax a little bit, and I'm gonna spend some time with Dopey before I go to work. So thank you guys very much for being a part of the first day of Dig-tember. So I mean, I can pretty much go live to every platform right now all at one time. But we did Kick for a little bit, but Kick is like, I don't know. Nah, that place is yeah. I thought about going and doing Rumble as well here recently with all the changes that got made there. So I thought about possibly going to Rumble and streaming there and being on there, but I'm not sure about their policies. I think you cannot stream anywhere else. You have to be exclusive to them, but I'm not sure. I have to look. Somebody told me you had to be exclusive. So no thank you. If I had to be exclusive, no thanks, unless they're giving me a fat paycheck, but not happening. Happening. All right, I think we're all fueled up. Let's give the big thirsty beast some food here. Start ripping this up here a little bit. Yeah. Okay. Jumpy. Nope. Nope. Rumble just makes me feel like I want to body slam somebody. You want some of this? You can't handle it. Right. Okay. Long Hauler, are you still here? Long Hauler had a question at the end of the last stream, and I didn't want to get into it right then, so it was a more fitting question for this one, and then he gifted 5, and I haven't heard from him since. So, oh, he went to work. Okay, sorry, I didn't get that. Next time we'll chat with him about it. And said he had an idea for a playthrough that he was gonna do, so I was just getting ready to end the other stream, and I didn't want to get into a really long conversation about it. So sorry, buddy. Oh, it's in Discord. Okay. Awesome. Get ready to rumble. Yeah, Streamlabs for me, I always had problems with Streamlabs, especially Streamlabs OBS. It just lagged, took up too much performance. And Empire says I'm making less money. That is pretty much most everybody's sentiment about tier 3. Tier 3 pre-workers and things like that is kind of garbage. And we got to order some more fuel, but I had to bump the day to get the fuel. So we'll do that when we need to. Work, simulate sleep when we run out of fuel. But I don't see myself going on too far with this save. I don't know. A lot of you guys want to see a spiral pit. So I'm kind of on the fence, right? Like I'm kind of on the fence whether or not I should just work out dig timber and only play this save till the new year, right? So that's what I'm thinking. So work on the spiral pit, play this, and then after I get the spiral pit all cool and built and have fun with it, then after the year, maybe start a new save and do the countdown to whenever we're supposed to get the GMS2 going on, right? So bring it back. Yeah, what's up, Yarky? How you doing, man? What do you recommend to make money? Well, the best way, one of the best things I could say would be about this game is the best way to make money for most people that don't dig big yardage or are kind of casual amateur players would be to don't spend money or don't take loans and stuff like that. That'll actually make you more money than anything, right? So is just by not spending, don't loan, and try not to rent if you are not a really experienced player, because then you're going to get behind the curve and then you're going to be having a problem. So it's better to grind than it is to move ahead. Right? So try to take it slow before you get going there. About to do your first clean out Halo with Orange Beast. Did you go for a big square or are you just kind of like starting your cut? Dude, all my workers keep fainting. Rick. Dude. Oh, yeah, I guess I would faint too if I had that face. Bruh. Looks like he got ran over by Cordless. All right, let's... I'm just digging near the wash plant. Nice. Nice. Well, let's hope your cleanup is bountiful. It looks like everything stayed in place too. Portalist didn't move. My Franks really didn't move or anything like that. Everything seems to be pretty good, locked into the ground. One thing I can recommend to you guys that are playing is when you're running your Frankensteins, do not leave the hoppers down on the ground, because you'll log in and it'll slide around and move around. So keep it off the ground. Try as much as you possibly can. Nerds. What's up, man? I'm good. It's just been to see this new machine. You just bought it too, right? Yeah, that's right. You did sit in Discord. You're like, I bought it. It's all your fault. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, doing your thing? You want to turn me on in the living room? Oh, okay. Get some material. Trying to figure out. Yeah, so I don't know. I kind of want to play, like I said, I kind of want to play on this new claim through in December, right? In December and continue to dig on this, right? Because I only have so many days, hours a day to play, right? And I want to work on the spiral pit. And that's another reason why I don't care about leaderboards, is because then I got to work my way all the way up to get to the thing. And by the time I don't have the time to even do that. So I won't get anywhere near. And then I'll be jumping back and forth because of the leaderboards. And it's like, ugh, no, nope, not happening. Hassle, headache, irritation, nausea, upset stomach, diarrhea, you know? No. So for me, since I have very, 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 very limited time to game each week, and I've spread across other games. And as you've seen, you guys like playing those other games and stuff like that with me. I think the best thing would be for me to continue just playing this map through December. This save as well, right? So just play this one. You just scripted me, dude. You just... So you got Pepto-Bismol then? Yeah, pretty much. I got the case of the I don't know what to do and I don't have any time to do it, so diarrhea, yeah. Yeah, yeah. We'll just, yeah, that's my story and I'm sticking with it, I guess, apparently. Like, we got a bunch of cordelesses, we have like in the thing, and money's no object on this save. I can do whatever I can do whatever I need to do. So if I need 40 more cordelesses, I can get them if I need to. No big deal. So this save is kind of like the meme. We're gonna do some meme stuff on it. I have, you know, some other things. I just gotta get some more time. I've been really busy and I'm kind of like turning down from a huge amount of stuff, work and stuff like that I was doing, and promotional work and developers and everything like that, right? For both the games, you know, so I have a little bit more time to kind of relax and play and chat and hang out about things, and we can actually talk about it now. Pretty chill. Now, just a glimpse in member chat. Say more enough. Semi-lurking, dude. Yeah, I had no time to read the chat, as you can see. I had to get into the next stream, and I'll read your message, stuff like that later tonight. After I'm done, back to you. Okay, so Frank is... I'm really gonna need to bring in... I should get a dozer. Because this line right here, I'm gonna have to feather this line in right here with the ramp that goes this way naturally, and then dig out everything, but then watch how deep I'm digging and then keep dozing this flat and pushing down as I go at the same time. Right, so we got to worry about. Something I got to watch. I also should probably take a look the next time the dirt goes blah and see what it looks like over there. See? So now we don't have to mess with cordless, like, because that bug's been fixed. Well, everything ran beautifully yesterday. Everything ran real good. Everything was running really good. Frank was working really good. Cordless was working really good. I mean, maybe I should bring in more cordlesses. I have all those other cordlesses. What do you guys think? Should I get rid of Frank for now and bring cordlesses in? Or what do you guys think? I do have, what, 4 other cordlesses? I think is what I have. I mean, they're not very long. They're not as long as Frank, but yeah. Sure. Might as well if they're working. Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't think I have any on the claim right now, but let's transport a couple back. And yeah, because the problem that I was having before it launched was, and when I messaged him about it, and oh yeah, the proximity's not working quite right, and it was just having a hard time jump. It was trying to like connect to a cordless all the way over here, but I was all the way over there standing next to a cordless, and there was like a whole bunch of stuff that was kind of not quite working right. So that's why I have all the cordlesses, but I don't, you know. Oh yeah, let's bring another cordless in. Let's just bring them all. That way I don't have to run up here again. I had to pull off the side and type challenge I came up with for myself. Okay. I'm all ears, man. Just be safe. You know, don't be driving in safe, dude. Okay, so I should connect to him. Yes. Freaking workers. The dang heat. Might as well run all the dirt out of those Franks I just ran anyways. Howdy, what do you think of the new DLCs and updates? I think they're good. I think the DLC has been long awaited from many of us OG players, as well as the new players that just picked up the game, you know, within like the last, say, couple months or years, last couple years. It's a good end game thing to the game now that we've also got the announcement of, you know, GMS 2 coming out. So that's another long awaited thing that, you know, a lot of people were extremely shocked about when the developers put out their video on that they were coming out with it. I know I did a reaction, and the reaction video just exploded. So yeah, that was insane. But I think it's good. I mean, having a claim this size is new. That's new to all of us. Like this is a massive claim. I kind of wish all the claims were this size and this was a baby claim, but you know, obviously there's rendering distance issues and things like that they have to play with. So the engine is limited, and that's not their fault. So I think they did a good job with what they could do. I, however, played with this update 5 years ago, or this DLC 5 years ago when I was helping the dev team and stuff like that, and I think that they had a choice whether or not they did it the way where they were on all the other claims. And there was no new claim. So I think they made the right choice. I think it does irritate me a little bit that, you know, I remember I would, you know, here's the thing. I seen the comments. I guess I'll talk about it. You know, people were like, oh, it makes no sense to put them on the other claims because they're just too big and they would pulverize the claims. That's fun. That's the purpose. I want to destroy old Arnold with Orange Beast. And same thing with Pine Valley, and same thing with Rivertown. That's why the old devs put them in, and I did all my testing was where I could literally use Orange Beast on every claim. But that was 5 years ago. And it's all right. It's a little disappointing. I know a lot of people are upset about it, but hey, you know, oh, well, we see the wash plant pads there, but we can't hook it up. Why? Because the devs had to rebuild it pretty much, the DLC. The new devs had to rebuild the DLC pretty much. And they had a choice. They had that choice. Do we put it back on all the same thing the old devs did, or do we just do something different? And honestly, like I said, I'm kind of glad that they did put it on. They gave us a whole new claim, which is something that people have been asking for a really long time. Right? So, well, hey, I ain't gonna complain. It is what it is. Right? They also changed the Orange Beast. Thank goodness, because I was suggesting this for 5 years to the old devs to get rid of the 80 blue wash mats that were in here and change it and give us bigger mats and not make us have to clean out the plant for every time and it's 80 mats. It was not good gameplay. It was not, trust me, it was not good. It did not feel fun. It was truly wash plant clean out simulator. Yes, Orange Beast it takes a lot longer to fill, but you know, it was still, whenever you had to do the wash plant, you definitely just wanted to cry. So that was nice. That was nice and welcoming. It was cool to see that and everything like that, right? So let's take a look here. See, I've only been on console. It's very broken, but it's actually nice to see progress. Yeah, it's nice to see that what they've done. Yeah, in October 12th, I believe December 12th. So you guys have like 11 days, and I think your guys' update is hitting with the mini DLC. Yeah, it was mini DLC. You know what? I'm actually gonna line this thing up over here a little bit. I'm gonna kind of come off to the side here and kind of make like a train along the wall here, and then I can connect up into that. That way I can still kind of drive around and refuel them and have like a line of them to kind of go on, so not just put them all the way around there. Yeah, 80. It was ridiculous. It was absolutely ridiculous. But it was fun to destroy old Arnold, Cordless, and Orange Beast, though. It was pretty entertaining. I want the drag line in Out of Ore. Yep, that is one that people are waiting for. The drag line. I think the next up is paving, so. What's up, Turd Nerd? We were talking about you earlier today. You said how committed you were and how OG gangster it was that you instead you changed your name because I butchered your real name. Everybody was like, "That's gangster, dude." Dog. Actually, Undead. What happened was when you're in first person mode and you're walking around, you're talking about the performance where it lags. It's actually not lag. It's actually a camera clipping problem is what it is. And you get that with your camera. But did you notice that when you're in a piece of equipment and you do that, it doesn't do it. It's not lag. It's not lag. It's a camera. It was a camera problem. So, and because I played it on the PS5, right, as well, and I played it on the other one. I played it on a couple different consoles, and it did the same thing. So it was pretty much just the camera first person when you're out of equipment, you know, problem versus anything else. And and like I said, I was talking about earlier, and we'll talk about it again. It is a shame, and you guys did get bamboozled. You know what I mean? Is this the nice one? The new Gold Rush? No, this is the DLC for the first game, which is Gold Mining Simulator. They had to rebrand, so it's now called Gold Mining Simulator. And this is the DLC that just came out called Orange Beast. This is the end game tier 6 wash plant with wireless new stacker feeder and a gigantic new excavator. This is not GMS2. And if this was GMS2, there'd be a lot more than 20 people watching. You wish they'd added the new Smith so you don't have to play driving simulator. Well, if you have enough money, you can always just buy the transporters. It's not so okay. Yes, to answer your question, yes. About the loading zones. So the game is on an older version of Unity, and it does not handle open worlds very well. So the way that they have to build the game is, let me just open my map real quick and I'll kind of describe it, is there's areas in the world that are in sections and squares, and each one of those is different little spots that they built. If you were to fly up really far, and I was told that I cannot do that for you guys because I can, but if I was to go really far up in the air, you would see a different picture than what you see from the ground, and it breaks your immersion. So, ew. Yeah. So I mean, the way the game is built. And then when you hit those areas, it's a hard load. They have to load the next little square that you just drove onto, right? But like they were saying in the Q&A, that they're going to be trying to take this and put it to the new version of the game, or a new engine, which if they go up to 2020, they'll be able to remove all those loading zones, because this whole world will just be one world. And that's the power of what a new engine can do, right? So they're stuck on Unity, but there is still wiggle room to get more of the things that you guys hate out of this game. So, and they are working on that. That is confirmed. They did, yeah. So that is confirmed by the devs. They said it on the Q&A that we had the other day, the Orange Beast launch. If you want to listen to that Q&A is on my channel. and it's also playing on the Steam main page right now. So much love to the developers for doing that with me and promoting the game and getting it out. It was a really good Q&A. It was about 2.5 hours long. The producer and we had the main coder in, Casper. It was Michael and Casper from the development team, and that was really fun. It was very informative, and they talked a lot about Gold Mining Simulator 2. So there is a ton of information in there about Gold Mining Simulator. We found out about dredges, when the demo's probably coming out, like NPCs, and like just so much stuff. Like if you haven't watched it and you're excited and you're hyped for it, go watch that. Right? So, and you know, we know there's multiplayer. We know it's going to be on Unreal 5. So all the stuff that we're like, oh my goodness, they're doing, right? So absolutely amazing. So as far as that we know, they are going to continue to work on this one because not everybody on their development team needs to be working on certain things. So they're managing their team to where people are always doing something. Well, this is their legacy in the beginning, right? Even though it's called Gold Rush, it's a new development team that came into Code Horizon, and they're trying to make this game what it should have been, right? Fix the little things that you guys dislike that are broken, and then that way, if somebody goes to purchase the game, they're not like, oh, this is junk, it's garbage, it's horrible, that game's trash, the devs just let it die, blah, blah. You know, you guys see it all over the forums and stuff. So I can imagine it from the dev stance. Do they want to leave this game broken, or do they want to put a little bit of time into it and fix it up and make it good, so that way when someone buys it, they go, yeah, I want to go check out number 2 now because that was good, right? So that's kind of what this seems like they're doing, and that's awesome because they're just trying to fulfill a promise that the old Code Horizon made, is what it is, and good for them. That is a good thing. I think that's awesome because most companies and devs would just abandon this game and bury it and put another one out, then do the same thing with the next game, and then the next game and the next game. But this is a legacy game. People love this game. There's a cult following to it. It's awesome, and everybody is passionate about it and loves it, and it's good to see them continuing to work on it. So I'm happy. I'm happy with that. You know what I mean? I'm happy that they care enough. And that was one of my biggest worries, is this new dev team going to care like the original team cared in the beginning? And I can honestly say, from talking with them for over 6 hours the other day in a Discord call, that they care, and you could hear it in their voices during the stream. Once they got relaxed, because that was the first time that they were able to get onto a stream. They've done some Q&As since they started, but it was only like 30 viewers or something. Like it was only like 30 viewers, and one of them wasn't even live. It was a pre-recorded Q&A, which is kind of weird. But we had like 200 something people watching, right? And that can be a little intimidating. It took them a little while to get their stride, but once they did, you could hear their enthusiasm about the game come out. And for me, I was just sitting back smiling because I was like, that's great, right? That's awesome. That's what we want to hear as fans of these games, is these developers enjoying what they do. Because when they enjoy what they do, they make a good product for us, right? So that's why I didn't talk most of the Q&A. I didn't need to, because the devs were just having such a great time talking about their game and answering your guys' questions in the chat live, right? So, hey, if I can give them that and give them my platform like I do with Out of War, it's all just for the digging games, man. You know what I mean? It's all for the digging games. That's all that matters. That's all that matters, is that we all play video games, we dig holes, and we're dirt nerds. That's all that really matters at the end of the day. And yeah, I mean, let's get her done, right? Okay, let's see here. Let's get to your questions. You guys have a couple questions. I only got about 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours. We'll see. We'll see what's going on. I think at latest I can go would be, I work at 10, but I gotta take a shower. I want to hang out with Dopey for a little bit and have some dinner. So I know I said 6, but it could go a little longer. You know how it goes. So many questions. Chat start dying off. We'll see what's going on. Play it by ear. Okay, I have a question. Could be better. What's your question? What would you like to ask? Hey, what's up, Grinder? I can't wait, says Danny. I just finished the first clean out. You got 18, 15, dude. Pulverized. Was that a full clean out of like the full sets with the workers? If so, nice job. Good clean out. Okay, so no matter what, I'm kind of blocking a path here, so you have to go in and change the unit measurement in the options. So if you hit escape, you go into settings, go to your game, you're going to go down right here to unit type, and you're going to change it to imperial. And I also have Celsius turned on, so if you're not used to Celsius and you're used to Fahrenheit, change that too, and then just hit apply, back into your game. Okay, so we just set those all up. So let's go ahead and hit the save, just in case. You know, it's always good when you do big changes and drive stuff around for 40 minutes to, well, drop save. Oh yeah, full clean out, no workers though. Okay, they must be rich over there then. I did hit a little bit bigger of a clean out over there. Depends how far out you are, but yeah, it's not too bad. So it looks like I need another cordless, but count the zeros. You hate seeing grams. You know what? So do I. So do I. I like seeing ounces when it comes to gold. I want to see those ounces. I wish I could have it. I wish I could go over to pounds. I want it to say like, oh, I have 40 pounds of gold. You know, I'm gonna have to run the cordlesses that way, but cordlesses are a little bit small. Cordlesses do run faster. Oops. One thing that I could do, let's get these filled up here real quick. You just dig and fill one up, and then they're all out of fuel. Okay. What's wrong? Go on, man. You like ounces because the TV show likes ounces? Exactly. Heck yeah. Almost all shows from around the world use ounces, even though they're not in, they don't use imperial, right? So I kind of find that funny that, you know, I remember watching some of the big content creators play the game, and they're using grams, and they're like, I got a 5,000 gram clean out, and I was like, I can't help it. My bad. Oh, 5,000 grams. I was like, what are they ordering? Potato wedges? It'd be nice to see the new progress. Just been playing the games, patiently waiting. Lol. But yeah, the developer said that they would that potentially might have me come in and do the GMS 2. So I know you guys would be excited for that. I know for a fact, and yeah, get to take a look at it. I mean, I'm pretty fluent in Unreal 5, so I can hang a little bit if they need any questions or may need something figured out with the map or something like that. So I do know how to use Unreal 5. So kind of a, you know, it's kind of crazy. Like people ask, well, why split? Well, first off, I mean, think about it this way. How long have I been around GMS for? Since the beginning. Right? Yeah, I haven't been playing the last 2 years, but there really wasn't any new content. Right? So can anybody really blame me? Leaderboards, not a fan of them anymore. Don't have time. Don't care. But, you know, it's kind of like crazy. Like this game came out now with this, the mini DLC stuff. I was like, yeah, the other content creators can cover that. Maybe somebody will do a Q&A and think, you know, things like that. And these guys have their leaderboards, and devs like to do a little bit of a thing for the leaderboard starts. So, you know, they got all those things and things like that, but kind of moving along, right? Bedtime for you? Yeah, take it easy, Spence. So yeah, I mean, it'd be sweet to finally show it. I mean, I played GMS 2 like when I was testing Orange Beast all those years ago. And just things happen. Things happen. I'm like the history keeper of the game. I've been here for so long. I'm actually older than all of the developers that are currently in there. That's how long I've been in the community and playing the game and everything like that. So I had it a year before it came to Kickstarter. Like, that's old, bro. It is. That is old. That's a long time, bro. That's why I always mess up and say, well, I've been playing the game for 8+ years. And they go, Split, the game's only been out for 7. You know what to count? And I was like, well, I mean, I've had the game longer, so like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry. My bad. It's only been out for this long. But I've been playing it for that long, right? What's up, Chameleon? How you doing, buddy? All right, let's fill these up. I mean, see the difference? Like, it takes like 1, 2, 3 just to equal 2 francs, and those francs weren't even fully extended, right? So I'm talking about the Alaska game. I'm waiting for the new mining game to come out. Oh, if you're talking about that one, yeah, I'm waiting for that one too. I'm definitely gonna be playing that one. I was talking with the developers about it, and they were like, "Oh, we'd really be interested in you playing the game. You play Out of War, you play this. This seems like your wheelhouse. Would you be interested in playing the game?" And I was like, absolutely. I mean, are you gonna be interested in letting me play it early? But we'll see. We'll see, because I'm definitely been waiting for that one for a while. I've been playing since it released. Yeah, a lot of people have been playing since it released. I mean, it's been. It was I mean, man, it was crazy, right? It was crazy, dude. I just started my channel the day it came out. You know what I mean? Like, I started streaming. Sorry, I started streaming the 12th, so a day before it released, because the developers asked if I could stream it for my friends. Didn't know I was live and for everybody, but they said they didn't care and stuff like that. So, I didn't know there was 100 and something people watching. 150, almost 150 to almost 200. Kind of strange. Kind of gave me a panic attack, because I thought I was only streaming for like 2 people. And it was a private stream, so I didn't have a thumbnail, didn't have nothing. Can you imagine that? You're just sitting there. It's like when it's okay. It's just like this was the feeling. This was the feeling. It was almost like when someone catches you pick your nose, but times that by like 200. Right? Like that was the feeling that I had. I was like, wait a minute, what? What'd you say? Did you catch me pick my nose? Right? Like, what's going on over here? Okay, the only problem is I don't have enough of them, so I would have to get another one. By the time I do that, they'll probably just run out of fuel and I'll be done streaming for the day. So good job. Let's see if we can just move this back one out real quick and mine it and then push it forward and figure it out from there. And we got to turn that front one on too. So what we'll do is we'll fill this one up. I should have just filled them all up while I was sitting here, while they were nearby. Oh well, live and you learn, right? Big noob. We're not that old. Sorry about that. I was chatting with my wife. We don't know what the release date is of the full game. We only know the demo right now. Well, the rough time of the demo. So they said take it with a grain of salt because they don't quite know exactly. So yeah, it's 6% into each one per scoop with this big boy, which means that is crazy. %. Woof. Good size hopper. Are the new belts longer than Frank? No, they're like They're way shorter than Frank is in total. Frankenstein is a massive monster, man. Nothing is insane. Frank's good. Yeah, the excavator's a monster, dude. Creatures like now everybody can have 100% uptime on all day long on their wash plants. Like Split. You can do it. Promise. Nah, now I can just, I'm lucky if I can dig my way out of a paper bag. I'm pretty rusty, you know what I mean? Have I ever dug a hole ever in my life? But you haven't played a digging game in 2 years. You can't dig. What? You don't know how to dig. You don't have it no more, bruh. I've been playing the same controls on all my games. I'm rusting my butt. Where are you? Yeah, you're just old, bro. You like you don't know how to play the game anymore. How dare you? The guy that literally taught everybody how to play metas and stuff like that. Yeah, I can't play anymore. I don't know. I don't know how to use an excavator anymore magically. Or a front loader. Magically, you just don't know how to play anymore somehow. Okay. Hey, take it easy, Wagon. Take it easy, dude. Okay, let's go. Nan. On. Get moving, dirt. Turn off the base. Oh. I'll turn the base off. It moved. I really think, I mean, how do you guys feel about this? Do you think, I know a lot of people are irritated by it. Do you think it would be better if, because you know they like slide around? Like you can push them around even though they're parking brakes on. Do you think it would be better if they made Frankenstein and Portalus where it would literally just lock it to the ground and it can't be moved at all until you take the parking brake off? Because it's been a problem like ever since they, I mean, it's been a problem forever, right? Like, and it seems to still be a problem. I'd rather them, I know, and some people would say it's corny, right? But I mean, you gotta have a kind of a give and take. That's what I'm asking. Like, how do you guys feel about that? Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, exactly. I'm just trying to, like, there is an easy fix. They could just lock it to the ground state when you hit the parking brake on Frankenstein's main base, and the same thing with the Cordeless, right? They could just lock it in place, and not have it move. Yeah, it makes no sense because they could get exactly. So that's why I was kind of wondering, throw it at you guys, but you know, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't do that anymore. You know what I mean? I gotta ask, but okay. This off, go air mode and turn that on. Because hopefully that would fix the problem, you know, like you guys are saying. Yeah, it's just it's annoying to have Frankensteins. Because they constantly slide around and And cordless seems to be doing it too, so. Make it happen, dude? No. I'm not, nope. Not making nothing happen, bro, after what's happening lately. Not happening. I'm staying clear away from that stuff, dude. I'm just here to play the game and chat with you guys about it. Not doing it. I don't want the outrage that I suggested something. Not doing it. Not touching it with a 10-foot pole. Ask my chat something. Talk to the devs. Get raged on. Not happening. Okay. Park that there. Go there. Exit. So these things move some good yardage. See, that was what, 94%? Now going down the chain. It's pushing some good material. I like the little bit of a fog cover that they added in clouds. Clouds are spawning through the mountains, though. They need to be a little higher. The fog is low. Everything's going. We're moving some material again. Heck yeah. Get after it. No. This is the new one, Specs. This is the new one, buddy. This is the old Frankenstein from the tier 5, stuff like that. Frankenstein Parker DLC. And then this is the new one, which is remote controlled. And it also comes with a big new wash plant. And a giant excavator. It's massive, dude. And a new claim. Yeah, don't forget the claim too. Yeah, big new wash plant. Awesome. I heard Split mention something to kind of rage out a couple of times lately. Me? Any raging? No, I'm just tired of people raging out on me. Way around. Okay, the only problem is I don't have another cordless. So... I think I have enough money to buy more. Yeah. What are they? 700K? Equipment store, machine store. Oh. We should grab another one, right? At least a couple. Yeah, let's grab a couple. Bringing in the toys. You've been 5 years sitting on this before we got it. Should have locked the machines there before we got it. Well, the old developers And sometimes you can suggest a billion things, but sometimes devs, they're gonna do it their way. You can't change their mind. You know what I mean? So, and as a tester, it's not really your job to do that and speak your mind when it comes to those things for the most part. Your job is to test and not try to hold up the development team and change things and do things like that. So for the most part, that's how it was ran back then, and things like that. So I just tried to, you know what I mean? We made a lot of suggestions, and whether or not they got listened to, I mean, some of them did, but then things happened, like I was saying. So, but the new dev team seems to be a little bit more active on trying to make the game more like just better in general. So that's good. Hopefully everything's going well. It's going pretty well, Justin. Heck yeah, man. I can just keep these folded, right? And just, I mean, those things are still run and pay. I mean, I can literally just stack these bad boys in here. Just stack them in here and just go drive them all up to Frank, the orange piece, and just dump them in. Listen, take that, bro. That one's still at 15%. So if I had these already lined up and I had to run around and buy them, yeah. This thing is just insane. Leave this here. I guess just grab the other one too while we're at it. Might as well get at it. All right, little buddy, let's go. Yes, that is one thing that Grumpy, I agree. That is the biggest thing that the new team, I think that's the biggest hurdle they have to overcome, is the old players and the old like everybody that played the game that felt like they got screwed by the past. And there's a lot of people. You can see there's still a ton of hate. And it's it sucks, but it happens. But those people aren't wrong. Some people would like to think that they're wrong, but I mean, not really. There was no transparency. There was no nothing. There was no anything. Nothing happened. All these things were delayed like years and years and years and years and years. But most people didn't know that because, well, there was nobody there telling them exactly what was happening. And not everybody uses Discord. Not everybody uses certain places and social medias and certain things. So when they look at it and they go, well, I'm mad. Now I want to go out and talk about it and be mad about it. You know what I mean? Like they're being shot down and no, you're not allowed to be mad. You know, like look at the console players. They have the right to be mad. Okay, let's face it. They have the right to be freaking mad. You know what I mean? Like they have the damn right to be mad. Okay, that's not the one. Need engine off. Now we're connected to that one. Let's see. On. Take the brake off and go. So my whole theme of the Q&A with the devs was that's why look at most of the things that I said. Most of the things that I said during the Q&A were to the effect of, guys, this is a whole new team. We need to give them the faith and give them the trust because they haven't broke our trust. So we need to make sure that we give them the trust that they deserve, give them the benefit of the doubt, because it's not the old team. It's not the old company. Maybe the same company name, but it's a whole new group of people. Trust me, I don't know any of them. I don't know any of them. All of them are new in the last year and some change. And they deserve it. Why not? Why hate these new guys? Why hate these new guys when they didn't do any of it? So the theme of this first Q&A with them was to let people know, because I do have a big voice in this game. I've won the original OG player of the game. Whether people want to admit it or not, it is what it is. And a lot of you guys trust me with the decisions in these digging games, that I'm not going to lead you guys astray. And I'm not going to do things for weird reasons or stupid things or malice reasons or things like that, right? And you guys have a lot of trust in me from those, like all the other games that I play too, right? So it's yeah, I wanted to use my platform to try to reach as many people to say, hey, listen, stop hating on it. Let's get ready for a new generation of the game. We're going to be going on a decade by the time that comes out, right? By the time GMS comes out, GMS 2 will probably be almost close to 10 years of this game and the franchise and that company building this game for us. And we need to stop that. We need people to be informed that, you know what I mean? People still, it's crazy to me a year later that people still think it's the same old dev team, right? It's crazy to me to think that. And that's what I told the devs. I said, yeah, people are going to ask you guys about GMS. People are going to ask you guys about GMS 2, but we need to have a message. And that message was, let's move forward. You know what I mean? And let's get everything going again. You know what I mean? Because let's face it, and even the devs said it right on the stream. Guys, the game is at the end of its lifespan. It's been there. And they're not denying it. And they admit it, and they know it is. And that's okay. Right? So, you know what I mean? But sadly, they came in and they're a cleanup crew. That's what it is. They're here to clean up the game, and like Grumpy was saying, that's a great thing. They're here to clean it up. They're here to rectify the situations. That's a lot of Franks. I know, I'm just dumping things in. Oh, that's nothing. That's nothing. I have a save. I'm working on a video where I'm doing 40. I have 40 Frankensteins. I got 40, but I don't know if my computer can handle 40 and what it's going to do to it. So I might have to downsize it to 30, but I'm going to break it to oblivion. Yeah. Yeah, go just question, but I'm not going to answer it. Yeah. The reason why I can get more things on the claim. And I'm going to make some meme content and have fun with the game. The game's at the end of its lifespan, and it's just going to be a nice legacy fun game to play for everybody that loves it until GMS hits, and everyone's going to jump over to GMS 2. You know what I mean? So, and some people are still going to play this because they may not be able to afford GMS 2. And that's one good reason why the devs should continue to fix it. So, that's a lot of Franks. No, it's yeah, it's gonna be funny. It's gonna be funny. Yeah, I just want to make fun content with the game, have fun with it, and chat with you guys, and you know, make sure we do promote the game and have fun with it, and you know, kind of bring it into a new place, right? Leave it to split to break the game. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, the devs gave me the power to do it. So thank the devs. The devs gave me some special stuff to really, really bring some funny content to you guys. So yo. It's good. It's hilarious. So wasn't this game called Gold Rush? Yes, it was. Called Gold Rush the game. I just had to get time to record, guys. Like, that's all it is. I think the title of the video is going to be called Frankenheimer because it's probably going to blow my computer up. More than likely. Hope it better not. It's okay if it blows my computer up. Justin's paying for it, okay? Just pick some random person out of chat. Okay, that guy's paying for it, okay? If you break it, you owe you $5,000. Dopey said $5,000, Justin. That's it. Justin's like, hey, not me, man. I love GMS because it's just a good stress reliever. I think all the digging, yeah, I agree. It's always been that way for me. That's when I originally started playing the game. I loved it. It was like I was saying, it was like my therapy because I used to do this for a living, right? And then I couldn't do it anymore. And then all of a sudden it was like, you know, this game came along and I saw the developers on a on a website, and they were looking for testers and professional testers and stuff like that, right? I was like, oh man, I've been looking for a digging game for ever since the Gold Rush TV show came out. And back then it wasn't named Gold Rush. The project wasn't named Gold Rush. They didn't pick that up until they were getting closer to Kickstarter, right? So back when I was doing it, it wasn't even called Gold Rush back then. And then all of a sudden it was like, you know, things changed. They got a big name. I mean, I can't believe they got that name. Like Gold Rush, the game, the name, like, whoo, that was insane. I remember the team, how excited they were. Like they were just like, oh my gosh, dude. Could you imagine that? Like you're building a video game and like, then all of a sudden you get a name behind you like Gold Rush. That's insane. Like the selling power and everything. And like they were so excited, man. Like it'll always be Gold Rush in our hearts, but it's not anymore. Hey, Dark, thank you very much, Mr. Dark Knight. Oh, Decay Eyes, thank you much. Sorry I missed your thing there a little. Sorry about that. Horrible streamer. YouTube's over here just spamming the chat, so like 10 of them over here just constantly spamming. I don't know what to do with them. Like you could literally just keep filling them all up and then just drive them in. My keybinds are different. I'm used to my other games, so sorry guys. I'm messing up on the keys. Any other cool facts that I can share about early development? Let's see here. I remember, let's see, what can I share? I have to think about it for a second because I have to be careful because I can't say certain things. You know what I mean? But let's see here. I would say one of the most noticeable things that I noticed about the game from early development was the dirt. Okay, and I'll explain it to you here. I'll actually show you. Okay, see how the dirt's like locked in the bucket and it doesn't do anything until you hit the tipping point? The dirt never used to be like that. So what would happen is, yes, that's Dopey coughing in the background, like ridiculously. So when you tip the bucket, it would slosh around like water. Actually, right? So it would move and you had to be very careful. So you had to curl and turn at the same time or else you would lose all of your dirt. But the problem is people were complaining that it was too hard to what we call it cradling. So you're cradling the dirt and it was very hard for them. So that ended up changing. It was kind of a bummer. Because, oh man, it was like a mini game in its own trying to cradle that dirt in the bucket, right? And it was fun. And then also too, when you pull back like this and see how it stopped, see how it stops when it's full, and you can't even curl your bucket. You were still able to curl your bucket a little bit back then, even though the dirt and teeth. You can actually see it a little bit on the smallest excavator, the 270. You can actually see it still. And then also too, the dirt was, let me take a look here. I don't know if this one does it, but I think they might have tuned it back in a little bit. Let me take a look. I have to poke a hole here. Let me see here. Okay. You see how much bigger this is than the bucket? The bucket was actually shrunk in like this. It didn't take as big of a scoop. Right, so this is what we called the excavator buff, and this is what made it to where this was a lot of players quit the game at this point, right? So a lot of players quit the game at this point, and the reason why they quit the game at this point is because you used to take a long time to dig a claim out, but now the big pillowy dirt made it to where the big pillowy, way bigger than the actual scoop is, and it fluffs out. It made it to where we could just tear through the claims instantly. And a lot of players quit the game because they didn't want an arcade version of the game, and they wanted a super. I guess kind of bring a little other aspect. Some players wanted a super simulator. Other players wanted a casual digging, like arcade feel. So there was always a war in the community with it. For me, I just wanted a fun game to play. I didn't care if it was realistic or arcadey. I just wanted the values to make sense and things like that, right? A couple of things like that. But I've changed my stance on these games over the years because I can see the difference between the different player bases and things like that, and I hear it from you guys all the time. And so I've kind of changed my view a little bit here and there on things, right? And it's okay to change your mind after a while when things ain't kind of playing out. Hey, Kaz, thank you very much, as well as Dylan Martin for the resubs. Thank you very much for that, man. Let's go. I really enjoy the early versions. Yeah, I did too. I really enjoyed the old dirt, and also too, the old dirt was a little bit more rigid before that too. So before they changed that pillowy, big puffy scoop, extra huge amount of dirt, the dirt had a little bit more rigidity to it, and it felt like you had to dig in it, like wiggle the bucket to get a scoop. Like, oh man, I gotta really work at it to get it, and it just felt good. I don't know why. It just felt good. Now it's like a tap fill, tap fill, tap fill, tap fill, and they definitely really went towards the arcade aspect of it, right? So, but hey, everybody has their own style and their own thing like that. I didn't want to fight it, nor did I. Don't have the energy to fight that stuff. Who cares? Because you're never going to be right and you're never going to be wrong, because everybody has a different way of looking at things, right? Different opinion. So I'm just too old to fight people and argue about it. You know what I mean? Those type of things. You guys see the way I talk about Out of War. I'm like, nope, not getting involved. Don't care anymore. Don't care. People are just going to, it's all about who's going to cry more is what it is. So I just don't care. I don't care to get involved in it. So yeah, what it is. It's okay. It'll be okay. It's a video game. You know what I mean? It'll be all right, bro. I promise. Yeah, let's just go over here. Let's just you can literally, like I said, if you're close to the plant, you just keep filling them all up. It don't matter. Get it all in them to get your line put in, and then move along. Listen, weather is garbage. Yeah, the only issue, Dark, and this is a question on Twitch, is giving everybody an option is this is what happens is the devs have to, they're running around with their chicken, like a chicken with its head cut off, right? They're trying to, then they're technically developing multiple games at one time, and that's the downward slope of giving people options. At some point, the developers just have to say, shut up, we're building the game, this is what it's going to be, and then when we get to the point where people can give their feedback, we'll try to tweak some things and give quality of life changes. They have to work, right? And the more viewers or the more people try to give their feedback, it actually slows them down. So and I've noticed that with every development team that I've worked for over 25 years. That's let anybody have feedback. Yep. That is the issue. Oh, I guess their question was on both. Yeah. Are Kickstarter supported names still in the credits? Yes. Yes, they are. I think I'm in the credits like 13 times or 14 times. That's how many times I bought copies and stuff like that for people early off with just different names. So I'm like Split 1, Split 2, Split 3, Split 4. Put in the testers group. Yeah, I'm in there enough. I guess they just straight copied the list right out of there. I've never actually looked through the full list because, like, I'm sure there's some pretty crazy names in there, right? Hey, dude, Adobe. Nathan. Are you already back? Oh. Oh. Oh, okay. Okay, I got you. I got you. I think right now it's a good. I think it's the only thing I wish we could have a little bit more bucket. The only thing I was thinking when I was talking to Michael about it the other day, the producer, I was like, it'd be nice if the bucket didn't fill up as fast and we could get a little bit more of a simulated curl before it fills, right? Because it seems like a little, I mean, you jab straight in and the bucket's full. You don't even have time to make a curl, and then the bucket lock on the dirt is just like, oof. Then that's what's causing the bucket also to get stuck too a little bit more easier on dirt. So, you know what I mean? So kind of like it has that, and you guys know, I know what I'm talking about here because you guys have seen all the dirt topics that we've gone through over the last 2 years with Out of War. Holy cow. I almost hate talking about dirt anymore. I'm just thankful that game got rid of the Cocoa Pebbles. Oh my gosh. Holy cow. Like it just messes with my the hardness and the rigidity of that bucket stop. I'm just not used to it again. Yeah, it takes a second to get it. It's just a timing thing on the curl. You want to simulate it or you want to drop it or see, it takes actually quite a bit of time to fill these things up, right? Now if I had this thing down in the hole and I was tap filling, it'd be in no time flat, right? So that's actually something I haven't actually tested with this thing is just tap filling. So sure, you fill a rock truck in 2 seconds, or one of these is not too bad either. So like overall, like what is your guys' favorite thing about this update? Like what's your favorite thing? If you could pick one thing, what's the thing that if you could only take one thing and everything else got deleted out of it, what would be the one thing that you guys like? Excavator for sure. You were going to ask me that? I would have to say if I was going to take one thing, it would have to be the wash plant for me over the excavator for me. If I could only pick one thing to have out of this DLC, I would say it would be the wash plant. Why? Main reason is I like the runtime on it. I like the runtime. Even though the excavator is cool and it takes a lot of scoops, for me, I can push monstrous yardage so I can kind of make up for it, right? So for me, it would be the wash plant because I like the runtime and how long it takes to fill the plant. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. As a casual player, you're probably like, oh, 100% the excavator because then you're going to be able to run the tier 5 like I'm able to, but with the 400, right? So yeah, that's almost a no-brainer, right? That's yeah, 100%. Like I can see why. Yeah, I know exactly. Yeah, I know exactly what you guys are feeling. That makes sense because you can push the yardage. Yep. Yeah, exactly. So it's like, you know, you're going to go with what's going to benefit you as an option better, right? So for me, the option's the wash plant because of the clean out simulator that the other wash plants are pretty much every 5 trucks, right? So if you guys could rate them 1 through 3 in your comment, if you were to make a sentence, put number 1 and then say the number 1 item I'd want, and then number 2 and then number 3. So mine would be this, and I'll type it into YouTube here. The 1 would be wash plant. 2 would be map. 3 would be probably the excavator. So mine would be 1 would be wash plant, 2 would be map, 3 would be excavator. I keep messed up the conveyor mode. It's reversed. Start feeding dirt. I'm just dinking around right now, so we just got them all set up, so there's no point in not power filling them in and then slamming them through. So yeah, what you type your guys' order in, not just like, you know, one, things like that, right? So you pretty much a lot of you guys are saying excavator for your number one. Number two would be either wash plant or map. It's kind of like split, it seems like. So how do you guys feel Cordless ranks up with Frankenstein? Do you guys like Frank? Oh, well, we'll let you guys finish that first. A lot of you guys are still typing. A lot of you guys are still typing. Scratch that. Don't want to throw too many questions at you too quick. That it's hard to decipher which ones were which, but I generally like getting your guys' feelings of how you guys like things too, because, you know, we all like these things for different reasons, so. And that way too, sometimes when the devs are watching, they can kind of be like, oh, interesting. They get a lot of feedback all at one crack, right? So I think we have what, 100 something people watching right now. So 100, Dobie said like 120 something of you guys are here watching. Hey, thank you guys very much for being here watching my my stream, dudes. Old ass, out to date. Go, buddy. What's up, Almighty? Frank has more range. No guts, no glory. Thank you much for that, man. 121 strong. Hells yeah, bro. You don't really see the new point of the I think it's fun. It's fun. I think it's a fun one. I think on the smaller claims, it's more powerful, but on these bigger claims, Frank shines. I want to tell you guys the actual values of what it can do, but we decided to not share the values. So as a community, you guys go find the values and share them. But I'm not going to share the spreadsheets. So I have been told no, not allowed. I was like, okay, no problem. I think they're more. I would have to run a few like tests and dink around with them a lot more. They made way more sense, and I was doing some gnarly things with them when they were like on Old Arnold and Pine Valley and stuff like that, right? Old Arnold, Cordless was a monster, like with this big excavator. Like, okay, let's just get those moving. Everything seems to be rolling. It was a monster. It was just insane. It's your birthday today? Dude, can we get a happy birthday in the chat for Ian, man? Get a big old happy birthday for this dude. Much love, brother, dude. Happy birthday, man. Hopefully you're having a good day today, dude. Give him a big old WL love, bros. Hit that dirt nerd in the chat for this guy. Yeah, it seems like a lot of you guys are pretty much saying the excavator is the one, number two, kind of like MFK, you know what I mean? Can't say it out loud. I can't say the whole thing, but you know, that whole MFK. It seems like it's kind of like almost, it's not unanimous, but it's pretty up there. Happy birthday, dude. I don't sing happy birthday, so just letting you know. Only to Dopey and only in a Maryland dress. Over. Yeah. Well, yeah, I sing happy birthday to Dopey because it annoys her and she hates it, so gets all embarrassed. And I do the happy birthday, Mrs. President, to Dopey on her birthday. No problem, bro. No problem, man. Hopefully you've had a good day today, and the gold is in your favor, my dude. Yeah, don't put 40 candles on my cake. Yeah. Pretend it's Dopey? Absolutely not. Nope. Sorry. There's not, I will say it right now before anybody with a gigantic bank account even thinks about it. There's not an amount of money in the world that you could donate to me right now that would make me do it. Not happening. Put the checkbook down. Put the credit card down. Not happening. It's your birthday in 14 seconds? Too bad. We only got one birthday. Sorry. Only one birthday allowed per stream. Same thing with grandma's dying. Okay. Tired of that whole meme. Split, my grandma died. Bro, your grandma died. How many grandmas do you have? I had one guy over the 7 years of me being a streamer. His grandma has died 20 times. Like, dude. Okay. How many grandmas you got first off? And your meemaws need to stop croaking. You know what I mean? Like, what the heck, dude? I'm just messing, dude. What, Dopey? You trying to sell me out over here? Not happening. Adobe always has a number. Why my nickname is Two Piece, because I'm for the streets. Look, how many hours have you played this game? And there are 53 today. Oh man. What's the most effective for cordless? Like I was just saying, I really haven't had a time to really sit down and come up with like a really good strategy or anything like that. So reason why I haven't taken the time to sit down and run for a really good strategy, because I don't play leaderboard. So there's no real point in doing it unless you're trying to do like a meta strat for something like that. So, I'm more just playing just to meme it out, right? You know what I mean? So. And then I'm going to do some cool stuff with them on this claim once I cut down. So if you guys are wondering what I'm doing is I'm just removing this wall here, and then I'm going to put a ramp in where this cut line is here, because there's a natural slope already. And I'm going to round the corner, but I'm going to remove all the material as I go. So that way when I can get the road in, then I can cross cut all that dirt out of there that doesn't need to be there. So I can start benching down into the claim. I'm not worried about the gold right now. I'm not worried about any of those things. And this is probably just dumping off into nowhere because they moved. Okay, that is a problem. Yeah, that's a problem. Way to go. Okay. This is why they should lock into place. You know what I mean? And this is why they need to lock into place. Yeah, they move all the time. Yep. And we were just talking about it, and that's why that needs to happen. So if you want that idea to happen, you guys go do it. I don't want to get nuclear bomb for being the messenger again. You guys go talk about it, because it is something that should help the problem. Something's happening unless they're having some weird physics issue, but they could lock it to the XYZ axis and it shouldn't move at all once it's locked. That was a bummer. Just lost a bunch of dirt. Oh, well, though. That's why we're just playing for fun, because, you know, and that's why people get mad. But that's all right, though. Like I said, we're just playing, we're just chilling, we're just having fun. How many hours have I played like today, or how many hours am I gonna be playing today? What time is it? I don't know what time it is. Technically, I would be ending in. Dang, we've already been playing for an hour and a half. What in the hell? Go drop this one in. That Frank's just running. Doesn't matter. He doesn't care. Oh, we got that one over there too. What's up, buddy? We just got dirt everywhere. Here, we'll plug this one in. Just meme out some cordlesses here. Let's see. We'll see. As someone who hasn't played Gold Mining Simulator in a long time, is there a massive learning curve? No. No. If you ever, pretty much majority of the stuff you know from back then is still pretty much like 90% the same. How long have I been playing? Well, I've been streaming since noon, and it's 5:30 right now, and I can only go for. I was going to be ending at 6, so I was going to put in like just a little 2-hour stream today, just dinking around, hanging out. But I don't know, we'll see. I said I want to spend some time with my wife today before I have to go to work. So, where is the drop box? Why am I not getting it? Oh, because I'm not all the way down yet. Okay. There it goes. Okay, turn the engine off. At 9, it'll jump me out. Let's make sure dirt's actually getting to the plant. I mean, they're also on a hill, and, you know, a lot of people would argue, you know, yes, you're on a hill, it's going to slide, things like that. See, that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying about the things locking in place, right? So, some people could argue, well, then don't park it on a hill, and it won't slide. Correct. Right? So, I don't know. That's what I was saying. It can or can't or could or might not be, and why is there such a difference? Why did these ones swap? It what? I told you guys there was an issue. Only half my wash plant's loading. So these ones were at 1%. All these mats were at 1%. All these mats were at 1%. These ones just got placed in, and these are at 10%. Why are these ones 40%? Uh-oh. We all saw that earlier, too. I know I'm not tripping now. I ain't boozed up around broccoli. So, these ones were all one... These... Interesting. Because you guys all witnessed that. These were at 1. The ones on the right were all brand new. My distribution chute's broken. Uh-oh. It did the same thing yesterday too, remember? Remember how I was saying I don't understand how this one filled, but this one didn't fill? That was the problem. Something's not filling up. Or something's changing. There's no way this one would have filled up to 100 and then the mats would have swapped because the mats are still clean. Right, so But there is also always the major factor is this save is not a this save was on a build that was a recording build from the developers, right? You know, so this save might just be bunk. You know what I mean? This save has seen like 20 versions over like the last 3 weeks. Or actually like last 4 weeks. It's seen like 20 versions between testing and promotional things and, you know, promotional codes and not codes, but versions and stuff like that. So it could just be that this save is completely torched. So that could also be a thing too. So, but that is weird. Has anybody else experienced anything like that? Anybody else? Is there any bug reports or anything like that? Where, because you guys saw there should be no reason why that did that, right? So I mean, unless the worker being sick, but I mean, we have a lot of dirt moving to the plant right now. So, I mean, how's this cordless doing? Let's take a look. How's it dumping in? I mean, it's pretty much into the hopper. It's shaking. Huh. I don't have any problems with the moss. Interesting. Okay. But these mats are filling up okay. Look, these ones are barely moving. I broke, says is it. It's a broken. I broke it. Leave it to split to break it. I mean, I don't even think my mats are going up at all. Uh-oh. Well, those just went up a little bit. A broken save. Oops. Broke the save already. Is what it is. All right, let's take a look and see. Maybe it's something to do with the... Here, let's turn this one off. That fuel tank is empty. Well, let's let that fill up a little bit here. There's that. It makes sense. I mean, but why would the wash plant stop filling if the worker was sick? You know what I mean? So if the worker is down, the wash plant barely works on the sluice runs? The heck? Kind of weird. They did just go up a percentage, but we gained 3% on the other mats. Yeah, it wouldn't work that way. So it seems like the wash plant's full, maybe. I turned the wash plant off. It's kind of doing its thing, but there's nothing in the plant hopper. Yeah. Have you guys had anybody who's running the game with Orange Beast? Have you guys had any workers fainting? I mean, my workers are fainting like crazy. They're just like, well, there's nothing running in the plant right now. There's nothing running. I'm letting this one build up. I'm not sure. That's really strange because this was 1%, and then this was brand new mats that I put in. Then I put brand new mats in the holder, brand new mats in the holder, and the only thing that happened is one of the workers fainted. So let's go find out who Rick is. Rick is the one that fainted. Rick's over here picking nuggets out of my sluice box. We're gonna have to hit him in the face with a shovel again. I fix it this time though. What's up, cat? You broke it. I killed it. Resting. They're all resting apparently. Okay. So they all are just doing nothing? Hanging out over there playing on the trampoline? You serious right now? Okay, well, I don't have the time to test right now, so let's break stuff again. Sorry. Well, what the freaking hell, man? It did it yesterday, and I, like, okay, the weirdest thing was, okay, here's what the crazy thing was. Look, and this thing already went out of line already as well, too. Damn, I just put you there. And it's on there enough, but it's not activated. Ooh, they got some things they gotta work on. That's all right though. Just a couple little things. It should be spilling into it, right? Just off a little bit. It is hitting it. So the hitbox has to be directly pinpoint in the middle. Fill the hopper. Parking brake. Over. It's okay. We really don't need to run them. So. Okay, some more weirdness going on here today. Everything ran fine when I wasn't using cordlesses. Did you guys notice that? As soon as I brought all these cordlesses on, all of a sudden mayhem happened. What happened? Why would it affect the wash plant? What I'm confused on. See, this is why my tester brain comes out and I have to tell myself, no, don't do it. That's not your job anymore. So, you don't have time to do it. Don't do it. Okay, so we already saw that it was filling awkwardly when the plant was running. It had a full stream of pay going in there. This one only went up like 1%. This one went up like 3%. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let that finish in. I'm gonna take that cordless. I'm gonna push it right into the center and see if it hits in the center of that box, and see if those numbers start to go up equally again. So kind of run a little bit of things here towards the end of the stream, but let's go ahead and move this bad boy out. I mean, maybe I might have to start a new save. I mean, Michael said bad things would happen if you didn't drop it into the chute instead of the thing, but I was dropping it into the chute. Just ram this all the way. Get out of the way. right, let's just drop it right in the middle and see what happens. Does it fall right through the wash plant like it used to? No, so they did fix that. That was one thing. When it dropped through, it would just fall through, right? Now it's not doing that. Okay, so they did fix that. Okay, so let's watch the plant and see what happens. These already went up a percentage. These haven't changed yet. And all of my plant workers are resting right now. Yeah, we got 58% in that, so we got enough to hopefully change it a few times. I built my plant crooked. See, now hear me out on this. Let's just kind of theory craft and have some fun. So that just went up another percent, so that's 2%, and this hasn't changed. What would be kind of cool is if you had like a little level on the side here, and there's like a little handle on here, and this could actually be a problem in real life if the wash plant wasn't leveled correctly. All your gold would go to one side, and it would overpack and overfill the sluice runs. So this would be actually kind of a cool mechanic to build into the game. Whereas if you didn't, when you set your plant up, you could come over here and go with these little legs, and you could have maybe like a little level here, and you go, okay, I got to get to the right thing. And you turn the lever and turn the level and turn the level, and then it locks, and then you can, you know, slap the little thing down. Okay, it's level, cool. Then when you run your sluice box, well, guess what? You'd have to, you know, adjust it a little bit. Some little things like that. Some little fun things to do when you're setting things up, like you feel like you actually went through. And so yeah, it's a massive something's wrong. Something's wrong here. For some reason, this side is not. All my grates are on. All my mats are in. Everything's good. It could just, let me pull a mat real quick. If any of the numbers go weird. Sometimes that can lock it up. Oh, they're starting to go now. Just trying a few old techniques here while we're doing it at the end of the stream here, guys. Sorry. See, sometimes the mats, we call them mat lock before, because what would happen is when you were running yardage like a lot, what happened is these, sometimes the ones on the holders would be weird. If you take them out and pull them up and out like that and put them back in, for some reason it would do something with the sluice box, and it would make it like work right for a second, and then it would break again. Yeah, let me go ahead and try switching to mat as well. That's the other thing too. So let me while we have a little bit of material here, stop cordless here and let me actually see if we lose material in that, if I pull it. Okay, well, we're losing material. Right, so we're losing material, so let me go ahead and, it doesn't matter if we lose material anyways, we're just gonna test it. Pull that out. Throw that to the side. In. Lock it down. That's 0. Okay, let's turn cordless back on. And see if we can gain percentage faster than the other ones. See if the mats are just, something's wrong with the mats. Oh, these are going up over there. These ones just ain't working over here. Broke it, guys. I broke it at it. It's all broken. It's all broken. No, we're same thing. I broke it. So we already gained a whole percentage on the other mats, and we didn't even get a percent on these. New mat swapped in. Dookie, maybe we can't run in the rain. Interesting. Okay. Well, anyways, I guess that'd be a good place to end it because I was supposed to be ending at 6 o'clock anyways. So let's take a look here. Let's see what we got here. Did I miss anything here today? And hanging out, relaxing, being chill as heck today. You guys are awesome, man. Thank you guys very much for smashing that like button 124 times. Thank you guys very much for that. Got over here. Let me mute my audio real quick because I don't know what I'm going into if I'm going to raid somebody. So on. Yeah, no problem, Cam. Million, there's no problem, man. No problemo. No, he literally was just in my Discord causing problems, so hell no. Yeah, no, not doing that. You get wrecked, nerd. Yeah. Yeah, definitely, guys. We'll be definitely hanging out and playing this game more often. I'm gonna, I guess, report my findings to the devs. Let them know what's going on. But I mean, this save might be torched. You know, who knows what's going on. Like I said, we'll figure it out. If you guys want to let me know what you guys would like to see me do on the game, I kind of would like to play with the Orange Beast and stuff like that. But if you guys don't care and we've already done our thing already, and you just want to keep playing and stuff like that, and we're doing Digtember, so Digtember is yeah, I guess that's what we're doing on the channel here. I guess that's what I'm calling it today. This December. So we're gonna be playing a lot of Out of War. We're gonna be playing a lot of GMS and Farm Sim and stuff like that. Like when we're playing Out of War, come on in. You guys can come on in and play with us. And if you're same thing with Farm Sim as well too, come on in and play. Come hang out. Come chat. We're just gonna be playing casually. I know the leaderboards are starting up and stuff like that. Like I said one more time, I'm not playing the leaderboards. Don't have the time for it. And I wish I did. I really do wish I did have the time for it and I could do it, but sadly I can't. And there's just, I mean, there's no point in playing like 3 hours a week. There's no point. There's absolutely no point. So yeah, it's been great, dudes. Shame the testers didn't find it. Yeah, well, is what it is. I don't know what's going on over here. I had an issue where every time I cleaned up, the gold was half the previous. Yeah, I noticed the same thing too, Vileborg. I noticed that as well too. It seems like there is quite a bit of an issue with the gold dispersion and the way things are cleaning it out and everything like that. And who knows? Not my job anymore. So, but I'll report this, you know, because I mean, I don't know what's going on, but it is what it is. I don't have the time to deep dive into it and stuff like that, though. But I appreciate you guys, honestly, dude. All the guys that are coming around, hanging out and chatting and stuff like that. I'll be dropping in like, hey, are you streaming Vileborg? Are you gonna be streaming it, dude? So. Are you gonna be streaming? I'll shut down once we get a response from Vileborg here. Not immediately. Just can be just kind of rolling into it and then. Well, let me hit me up with the DM and let me know if you're streaming, dude. So if I'm done streaming for the night, I'll hit you up with the raids, brother. You know what I mean? So Inskis, thank you very much for the follow over there on Twitch. Appreciate that. Hi. Yeah, I'm just getting ready to my stream, so thank you very much for the follow. But I gotta get ready to go to work. So yeah, I'll be back. I don't have any dirt to run, Eric. I'm kind of getting close to my end of my time anyways. So yeah, just hit me up, bro. And I'll shoot my people your way. So definitely not gonna be shooting my raiders out to people that had already, you know, pretty much just raided my Discord and started talking crap and shit. So they're not getting my support. So I don't support that type of behavior. So they're not getting any love from me. So let's take a look here. I'd like to send you guys somewhere though, at least. Let's find out like a Pokemon stream or something. Yeah. Do we have any homies on play? Let's see. I think he's Officer's on. He's a cool dude. Send you guys him that way over on Twitch, guys. Is it worth buying the DLC? Absolutely. There is a few little bugs here and there. But over on Twitch, thank you guys very much for watching. I'm going to send you guys over to the officer Lincoln. He's a pretty chill dude. He's playing Out of War right now, so make sure you guys say hello and say what up to him. And on YouTube, guys, I will catch you guys Wednesday. I'll be in Discord hanging out and stuff like that. So Wednesday will be our next stream day, and we'll be doing more GMS and more Out of War and probably some farm sim, and you know what's going on. But yeah, bros, take it easy. Have a great night. I will see you guys on Wednesday, and keep an eye out for the members only videos and stuff like that. I'll put a couple of those out and stuff like that over the next couple of days. So much love, everybody, and thank you guys very much for the support tonight and all of that stuff. You guys have been absolutely crazy, dudes. Like, you guys have been nuts, like absolutely insane. And me and my wife appreciate it through and through, dudes. You guys be safe out there. Getting back to work on Monday, and get you guys back in stream on Wednesday. Peace out, dudes.
Thank you.